International efforts to broker a ceasefire between Israel and U.S.-designated terrorist group Hamas have suffered a setback as Israel reportedly recalled its negotiating team. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Wednesday accused Hamas of hobbling the high-stakes negotiations by sticking to what he called delusional demands. Netanyahu's remarks raised concerns over the fate of the talks. Israel faced growing international pressure on Wednesday to hold off on a planned assault on the last refuge for displaced Palestinians in southern Gaza. Reuters correspondent Rachel Graham has more.
The World Health Organization's representative for the West Bank and Gaza, Richard Pieperkorn, said an offensive in Rafah could overwhelm its already overburdened health system.
Military activities in this area, this densely populated areas, would be, of course, an unfathomable catastrophe and an enormous, would even further expand the humanitarian disaster beyond imaginations.
Israel says it takes steps to minimize civilian casualties and accuses Hamas fighters of hiding among civilians, including in hospitals and shelters, something the militant group denies.
Reuters correspondent Rachel Graham. Hamas is a U.S.-designated terrorist group. Indian security forces fired tear gas at protesting farmers for a second day on Wednesday to stop tens of thousands from marching to the capital, New Delhi, to demand higher prices for their produce. Security forces stopped the farmers at the border of northern states to which most of the farmers belong, almost 200 kilometers from their destination. This is VOA News. Indonesian Defense Minister Prabowo Subianto declared victory in Wednesday's presidential election after unofficial results showed him trouncing rivals in his third shot at the top job in the world's third-largest democracy. Former Special Forces Commander Prabowo clinched about 58% of votes, according to unofficial quick counts by 4 independent pollsters, more than double that of his nearest opponent. As U.S. lawmakers continue to haggle over a bill to send more than $60 billion in security aid to Ukraine, top defense officials are vowing to back Kyiv as long as it takes. VOA national security correspondent Jeff Selden reports.
The United States hasn't sent Ukraine any aid packages since late December, but Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin warns Russia shouldn't get its hopes up.
Ukraine will not surrender, and neither will we.
Austin, leading a virtual meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group, says the immediate focus is on Kyiv's need for more air defense and artillery. Austin also shared a message seemingly directed at the U.S. House of Representatives, where some lawmakers have so far balked at approving more aid for Ukraine.
For people of principle and governments of conscience, standing aside while Ukraine fights for its very existence.
Jeff Selden, VOA News, Washington.
The U.S. Congress's top Republican is urging calm about a warning from the House of Representatives Intelligence Committee chairman about a serious national security threat. AP correspondent Sagar Meghani reports.
I want to assure the American people there is no need for public alarm.
House Speaker Mike Johnson spoke after Intelligence Panel Chair Mike Turner disclosed the threat without giving any details. Johnson said he can't either.
Steady hands are at the wheel. We're working on it.
The Intelligence Panel's top Democrat says the classified information is significant, but also not cause for panic. Jim Himes will be among those briefed tomorrow by National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, who appeared caught off guard in the White House briefing room by Turner's public disclosure.
Standing here at the podium today, I can't share anything further.
Sagar Meghani, Washington.
One person was killed and at least 10 people were injured in the U.S. state of Missouri on Wednesday when gunshots were fired at the conclusion of the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade and celebration, according to multiple reports. There was no official word from the Kansas City Police Department, which said that shots were fired and that multiple people were struck. 3 people were taken into custody, per the media report. Police said more investigation was underway.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.